the nerves. This is for the brainiacs, this what we deserve. Go ahead and play it back, you ain't gonna touch me. You not gonna do nothing, you are not above me. I bet you wish you was me, I know it, I know.
What is poppin', everybody? And welcome back to another special episode of the Only Friends podcast. Well, you know, I'm here with my only friends and Tortu, the absolute GOAT, the WSOP online legend.
Easy.
Yo, tell him what you did to him last night.
Well, we did all right. We jumped into cash streets, you know. Give the MTT players a little bit of a break. And,
so you smashed them for a couple buy-ins?
Yeah, 7.
And then you walked in here and then talked about how shitty the regs are in WSOP?
No, I did not do that. I did not do that. They're all very, very good. They're really, really tough. I'm just better.
You guys know it is Tuesday, and that means we are joined by No Gamble. No Future hasn't showed up yet. He'll be here soon. What is poppin', Jeff?
Hey, guys. How are y'all? 7 buy-ins. Just casually throw out a 7 buy-in win.
Yeah.
That's
7
nice.
buy-ins. Yeah.
That's nice. Where's the guy to my left?
I don't know. It's your counterpart.
He's out there
Ridiculous.
somewhere.
Yeah, that's true. He's waiting on
him
AAA or
somewhere,
something.
maybe.
Oh, my God.
There he is.
Oh, he's waiting on AAA. Look at him.
I have a dead battery. I've been waiting, and I'm stuck. They're going to call me in. You know what you need? Berkey, wherever you are. Where is Berkey? He's gone again?
He's not even here.
He's playing a 25-cent, 50-cent game.
He didn't even offer to zoom in.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, here's what you need. AAA should be a sponsor for this podcast. This wouldn't be a problem. I wouldn't be waiting.
That's true. You'd be here.
You want to work on that, Hanks, and make that happen. We're all ears.
Yeah.
I just pictured you stuck on the side of the road somewhere.
Yeah, I was really hoping like you were just like outside somewhere, not like home.
It's dead in my driveway. It's my fault.
Oh, you left your light on?
It must be. Yeah. I took my kids to school this morning, came back, and then I didn't go back out there until right before I was trying to leave. It's dead.
I mean, that's the same thing I would say if I didn't want to show up at the Only Friends podcast today, too.
Sometimes the batteries, they just randomly die. That happened with Michelle's her car. Like all of a sudden, just out of nowhere, like just didn't start. Like it was like same as you. Like took it somewhere in the morning, then went try to go somewhere in the afternoon, and it was just dead.
Rough. So Berkey's not here today. He is down at the Bellagio playing some 50-100. If you guys are around the Bellagio, go say what's up to him. Ask him for an autograph or something, you know?
Yeah, do that. Yeah, go up to him. Everyone go up to him. Yes, tap him on the back of the shoulder.
He's at Bellagio? Like he just couldn't go later to play the cash game?
In these games, you know, it's 50-100, and there's 2 tables. One good table and then one that everybody fights to get on the good table for.
Okay.
So you have to get there early, you know? 10 a.m.
I tell you what, I hope Berkey wins 7 buy-ins today.
I mean, he's not as good as you, so I probably don't. Like 7
I think his
buy-ins.
competition might be a little tougher. And they're probably a little deeper.
They're the same people playing a 100 NL on.
Yeah, they're the same
So
way.
does this cash game like not usually run? Why does he have to go today?
Yeah.
I mean, it's not that it doesn't usually run. It's like when you get a seat, you got to go.
I mean, I'm missing level 1 of the 400 at the niche.
That's
for
right.
this. Berkey can't, sit out for a day of the cash game streets.
I mean, you do have a good
The
point
thing
there.
is, with Berkey sitting out of the cash game streets, is he never really gets into the cash game.
yeah, true. He's got to take advantage of every opportunity.
Yeah.
I guess. Yeah.
Like if they call, you got to come running, right?
The niche isn't really calling for Jeff Platt.
Well, I would.
Not yet.
Yeah, contribute a lot to their prize pools.
You're
As fellow champions at the niche, I would understand.
You know what
There are
I've
2
learned from this
MSPT
podcast? You're just gaining EV by sitting here while the tournament's running.
No.
I did hear that discussion on that last
No.
week. Made me rethink everything.
We have so much
So you're
fun on
right.
level 1.
I think
welcome
so
for the
too.
extra EV.
And it's so much fun to catch the punts
Yeah,
and punt off a little bit. here and
Yeah,
there.
only
Yeah.
Miz regs say not to show up at level 1 because like we
Right.
have fun, you know.
Right,
Yeah,
right.
We have
Get
a
a little
lot
splashy.
of fun.
Get a little
Yeah,
splashy.
you know, shit
Yeah.
happens on level 1.
Wait, is that really what you'd be doing right now? Or you'd be at level 1 at the 400 at the niche?
Hell yeah.
I'd be there on time.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah, get there on time, play some
40K
300.
at 100, 100.
I was gonna say, right.
Let's
there you
go.
go. Play some 400 big blind poker.
I used to be the max late reds person, but like it's so much fun in level 1 that I've realized I might as well show up.
It's just fun to play a poker tournament,
I
right?
love poker tournaments.
So get there early if you can.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Earlier, just
Hey,
like
what
Dan
else
outside
is
of
Jeff
PokerGo.
supposed to take pictures with the fans?
Thank you. I forgot you were there for a second. Thank you for reminding me.
Today is a special day. A very, very, very special day. Today, we've seen that my intro has put us over the top.
It has.
here at Solve for What.
Let's go.
We have hit 50,000 subscribers.
Thank you, everybody, for subscribing, for supporting us.
I'm
you
scared.
mean the world to us.
I'm scared because people now might unsub to get it back to like 49.9.
No, they won't. They're not going to do that. They love us.
Why
would you even?
There's definitely somebody with 4 accounts that's just
some-
unshoved all 4 because of you.
If you're not,
It's not because of me, I promise.
if you're not subscribed, hit that subscribe button to prevent those other people from getting us under 50.
It's true. Hit that like button too. Show us
hit
some
the
love.
like button. Maybe become a member.
Wow.
Nerds and Brainiacs,
Isn't the
Get all the
Brainiacs and
notes.
Nerds?
Nerds and Brainiacs?
All right, whatever.
I don't know.
We were gonna switch that name at one point.
No, but it's embedded now. Can't change it.
I like it.
Yeah.
It's growing on me.
Yeah.
At first I was like, but I like it now. What do you think, Landon?
It's fine. It's all right.
I'd see what the biz makes
We're all
sense.
going to be all right.
All right, we're gonna start the day off with some feel good stories. We have a mom and son that won a tournament on the same day at different
That's
casinos.
amazing.
Nikhil Guerra and his mother won events this week. I believe Nikhil shipped the 1,100 500K at win for 130,000, and mom shipped the 50K mystery bounty at Gardens
That's so awesome.
for
So cool.
32,000, I believe.
Yeah,
so
these are no like small little tournaments.
no, so congrats to them because that's pretty
50,000
dope.
Score, a 6-figure score. This is awesome.
Nikhil's like one of the nicest people I've met in tournament poker as well. Like I don't really know him, but we just always talk and like he's really cool.
Love to see the good guys win.
Yeah, it's a great thing.
Yeah, we run into him a lot, I feel like, at that 800 to 1K
Yeah,
buying level.
he plays them all.
Yeah.
He doesn't travel though. He says he has a real job, but he plays every single 1K.
That's what a lot of them claim. Yeah.
Yeah, his real job is playing $1,000 buying tournaments and things.
And winning. Yeah. That'll help whatever business you're in.
I forgot what I was talking about, but I was like, wait, you didn't go to Florida? He's like, no, I don't travel for poker. I was like, I see you everywhere. What are you talking about?
He's like Negronu, He just doesn't. He just plays
Stays here, pounces. It's good if the tournament schedule is good enough. You don't need to go anywhere.
You really don't. There's
Every time Jeff loses outside of fucking Las Vegas, he's like, I'm never going anywhere again. Tournaments in Las Vegas are just fine.
They're fine. There's something to do every day.
There's always the Venetian deep stack going. Win just ended theirs. They're starting the signature in a couple weeks.
I am going to go to Florida at the end of April.
Oh,
you go.
shit.
You guys in?
End of April? I thought it was April 6th.
I mean, that's the super long version, I
It
think,
starts.
right?
Yeah,
I'm always
I
down
think
for that.
it starts like early April and then ends mid or early May.
I'm there I'm there last week.
Yeah,
Last
you're there
week.
for the main. You're there for the 25K maybe,
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
and
No.
the 5K at the end of the series.
No, probably
think
just for the main. 1K,
No.
2K warm-ups. You final tabled one of those recently. Or maybe
I
you
did,
did, or maybe
yeah.
both of you did.
I final tabled the 2200.
There we go.
Yeah.
That's what it was.
2200.
I got 5th for like 22K or something.
You get
What
on
the-
stream?
Yeah,
I mean,
Yeah.
it was for
the
the big
dream.
4. I think this is the big 4 one where there's like an 1100, a 2200 at the main, and then I want to say there's another one.
Wait, you final tape with the last series?
Yeah,
Last-
remember
not last
he was on
series, last
stream
year.
and the graphics were wrong and they
okay.
thought you went like crazy with the Queen 6
Yeah,
or
they
something.
thought I
Queen 6
R5'd
off.
Queen 6 from like low jack with 12 bigs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
like,
figured you
oh.
had Queens.
Yeah.
Brent, are you going to Florida?
Absolutely not. No, never going. No. No.
Brent's got a litter of kids to
Congratulating My
watch.
son Landon, though, didn't you just win like an ACR tournament?
I got second. I didn't win.
Oh,
There's
very
no
nice.
no winners here.
I think that's a win.
It
That's
is.
a
You
huge
won
one.
money.
He tried to join,
Give me the win.
the
Give me the
champions of the warm up, but second's good. You know, good. Congrats, Landon. Second's
We-
really
I
good.
already
Landon.
had my applause. I don't need a double applause. It's not about me, okay? It's not about me.
You're right, because right now it's about Pokerface Ash and PokerMama. Final table in the WSOPc in Tulsa this week.
Wow.
Respectively
Crushing it.
for, I think Ash got 5th or 7th for
got
20K.
7th. Yep.
And PokerMama got 5th for 35K.
Very nice.
Congrats to you guys
Very
out there on the
nice.
grind.
Yeah,
I
it's
see them crushing all of this, like Oklahoma, like I don't know.
Makes me want to go, you know?
Every time they show up
jealous.
and final table it, I'm like,
Yeah.
whoa.
Yeah, Ashley had a really good trip. She won the ladies event
Yep.
for like just under 5K, and then she got 7th in this for 20,000. And I think she's giving away money on Twitter. If you go to her Twitter,
Yo, relax, Ashley. It's not that much. Don't give it away.
giving away money.
Yeah,
Yeah,
calm down.
It goes fast.
Yeah, don't
Go
give
to
it away.
Pokerface Ash and
I
get
love
yourself that
Ash's
$100.
work ethic. It just seems like she's either studying or working on her vlog or playing
She's
every
out
minute
there.
of every day. She's just out there. Like
And
you said,
that's-
Conrad, it might be in Texas,
Right.
Oklahoma, Missouri, Florida, whatever. She's
Yep.
just always in the streets.
Missouri.
And then
Admirable.
the hard work's paying off. Yeah.
I want to go to Missouri.
Are there any poker rooms in Missouri?
I don't know.
Yeah,
Hey,
St. Louis has the
hold on.
the whatever.
The
Ameristar?
Beau Rivage.
Yeah, Ameristar. Beau Rivage is Biloxi, Mississippi.
Oh, same
That's
thing.
Biloxi, yeah.
Mississippi,
Yeah, it's the
Missouri.
same thing.
Mississippi,
If I go to either one, I'm getting hung. It's the same thing.
Mississippi, Missouri, geography.
Oh man.
I told you guys how I qualified the South growing up, right?
Yeah.
And wherever the races start, that's where it was South.
Sip my water.
Okay, so
Moving on to other things. The USPO starts this week.
Oh, baby. It does?
It does. Well, some
What
people.
day?
Some people
Which
thought it
day?
started on Tuesday.
Some people started today.
Yeah, some people started today, as our good friend Dan Smith posted on Twitter. He was ready to get it popping. My man showed up in his cowboy hat. He looked at the PokerGo studios. If you zoom down, go down a little bit, Guapo. Show them.
You got the workout in?
that's a screenshot.
Yeah, unfortunately, we're missing the cowboy hat.
I'm sure he doesn't mind.
So he went through his whole morning routine.
Went through it all.
Which is what?
A workout,
Workout.
Just
maybe
wake
some
up.
studying. Brent, did you tell him the wrong date?
No, but that's kind of normal for Dan. He's not very good with schedules and calendars. Read a calendar.
I mean, the guy was just in Vietnam for a couple of weeks. He's probably jet lagged, a little out of it.
Yeah.
You know.
But I like that Dan Smith's going to be in the mix for the 10Ks because he's kind of hit or miss when it comes to the smaller buy-ins. So if he's playing event one, he's in.
The smaller buy-ins.
He's he's in for the whole series. So it actually does. In case any of you are planning to play, starts on Thursday. Our coverage will start on Friday.
And
Brent and I will be on the call for
Ooh.
at number 1
I'll
and
be
2.
there Thursday, though, Jeff.
That's great.
Yes.
Brent will be there Thursday. You want to come by the studio?
But wait a minute, you are also supposed to be there Thursday.
Oh yes. Do you want to
Right.
reveal why a couple
We
of
have
us
a
have to
big interview lined up with the one and only Dankness, Will Jaffe.
Oh, wow.
Tough conversations at the U.S. Poker Open. They are happening.
Aren't you busy with day 2 of the Venetian 400?
I did text Brent. I said, I might have day 2. He's like, we'll be okay.
You're going to have to punt.
Don't have to worry about that.
I think we're gonna be fine there.
Yeah,
But
you'll never make day 2 anyway. Doesn't
I mean,
matter.
just set the interview up for like 4 o'clock. He'll never make past 4.
yeah, for sure.
Is Will playing some events?
I don't think he's playing it. Brent, who's lined up for Will to talk to?
Well, thank you for asking. Phil Hellmuth, Daniel Negreanu, Foxen, you, hopefully Sean Winter, and then API, a.k.a. the Nightcrawler, Isaac Kempton.
Wow.
It's gonna be a fascinating interview.
How did we come
is
up with the
GOAT.
Nightcrawler?
That's my nickname for him, but apparently everyone else calls him API.
Okay.
What's API?
Let's play Isaac.
That sounds about right.
I love him. That kid is so awesome.
Man.
What else you guys got going on at the PokerGo Studios coming up? You dropping anything?
Oh, I'm so glad that you asked, Conrad, and thank you so much for doing so. Mr. Hanks, I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, season 2 of No Gamble, No Future starts tomorrow night.
Let's
Double
go.
banger. We're going to do back-to-back episodes
Ooh.
every Wednesday night.
Double episode. That's like double rainbow.
Yeah.
Amazing.
We're going to go right
All the way across the
into
sky.
poker. It's going to be great.
What does it mean, Hanks?
What does it mean?
What does it mean?
Who's in this one?
Double banger?
No, it's from the Double Rainbow. He's too old, man.
No,
Brian
he
gets
knows
it.
double rainbow.
You know Double Rainbow, Hanks?
I think I know the double rainbow. Yeah, wasn't that
You know about Double Rainbow all the way across the sky? What does it mean?
Yeah. What does it mean?
You get
Yeah,
it. What does it
don't
mean?
Yeah.
Is there like a leaderboard and stuff for USPO when it comes to like player of the
yeah,
series?
Yeah. We got a 50K series championship bonus and that beautiful golden eagle
It's the
trophy,
eagle.
the massive eagle. So
Very nice.
David Peters has won that series championship twice.
That's pretty sick.
He's
Sean-
a double eagle across.
Sean
the
Winter
sky.
won this year or won last year after finishing second the year before. So there's some real superstars in the mix. Stephen Chidwick, by the way, 5 individual U.S. Poker Open titles.
He's pretty good.
He's a decent player.
There's the double rainbow.
But I bet you he wouldn't.
And by 5, I mean 4. David Peters says 5. Chidwick and Winter have 4.
I bet you he wouldn't show up at 1-2 WSOP to play with Tortua.
No.
He'd be too scared.
He would be.
No shot would he show up for that.
That's what makes a good poker player is knowing game selection, and how to, how to pick the the right
spots.
games to play in good spots. Yeah.
Yo, Brent, you got anything to leak for us for this No Gamble, No Future episode?
The Wheel of Pain. We talked about it a lot. Obviously, we featured that for our selection show last week, which is a great success. I nailed every single pick.
We're going to get into that.
But no, it's just going to be a wild ride. Sit back, enjoy the show. One last nugget for the USPO, which I think will make everybody in the chat happy. Every single Final Table stream will be entirely free on YouTube.
Wow. Let's go.
Congrats, guys. You're doing it. Mm-hmm. That's pretty awesome.
But if you do have PokerGo and you want to listen to Brent and I, that'd be great. Donnie and Remco will be on YouTube, and they're awesome, and they're awesome, and they're awesome, and it's all for free on YouTube. So we have 2 different broadcast teams.
So you think somebody would want to pay for your voice?
That does appear to be the only difference between PokerGo and
Sorry, I can't help myself.
Well, if you already have a subscription and
then you get to choose. Yeah.
You know what's going to be really interesting?
You do that, by the way, because they're TV episodes. So everything that Jeff and I do that's made for CBS Sports and obviously for PokerGo. But the YouTube product, because, again, it's going to be free, and they do the giveaways nonstop. Click like, subscribe, gift card, blah, 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 every 10 minutes. You can't send that to CBS when you're doing giveaways all the time.
Right. And, you're going to want to watch No Gamble, No Future tomorrow, so you might as well go ahead and subscribe.
Exactly, Tortoise, thank you.
Just the Wheel of Pain is out there.
You get 2 episodes in one night. Yeah. I don't think that's ever been done before in the history of television.
Ever.
Yeah.
It's a new concept.
Yeah, Brett, the people want to know, why are you from New York and have a Paul Pierce Boston Celtics jersey?
It's Larry Bird, for Christ's sake.
I thought it was, I don't know why I said Paul Pierce. I knew it was Larry Bird. I was thinking Celtics and I said Paul Pierce.
And it fell off the wall. It's sitting on it. Sad, really, what I've done.
Aren't you from New York?
But Larry Bird, Larry the legend. He was it's my favorite player aside from Jordan. Those are my 2 growing up. My wife
from
got
Western New York.
Autographed Bird jersey.
So, wait, you're from the Midwest?
No, from Buffalo, New York.
He considers Buffalo, New York, the Midwest.
Yeah.
Went out on a limb there with the Jordan and Bird as my favorite players.
To these guys, anything past Harrisburg is the Midwest.
Where the fuck is Harrisburg?
Yeah.
All right. Exactly.
Yeah, middle of Pennsylvania.
The name Harrisburg, obviously it's the Midwest. All right. Like this shouldn't be an argument.
Anything west of Philadelphia is the Midwest.
That works.
There you go.
So, why aren't you a Knicks fan is my real question. It's kind of bothering me.
No, I never got into the Knicks when I was, because I love Jordan and the Bulls so much, I had to hate the Knicks. Obviously with Oakley and what the heck was the guard's name?
John Starks.
Starks, thank you. Yeah.
Starks.
Or Starks, yeah. Yeah,
well,
never got into the Knicks. This
is really going to flip your lid. He, from New York, is a Boston Red Sox fan.
Ew, get the fuck out of here.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's my baseball team.
Oh, it hurts.
God.
It hurts
I don't
so
really
bad.
follow baseball very much other than this World Baseball Classic that's happening right now. That's tonight, right? We're going to watch that.
That's right. USA versus Japan.
Apparently, everyone's going to watch that.
Everyone's going to watch it.
I'll probably be out on that one.
I was reading something where it's supposedly going to be the biggest watched baseball event ever, with previously being like 55 million.
Did you guys see the ending of last night's game? I think we have a little clip of it, of Japan walking it off. Absolutely crazy.
Amazing. about to get sued?
R.I.P. to the Guapanators.
Yeah.
Guapa, did you watch this?
I did not.
Yeah, I was.
But my aunt called me though because my nephew was the closer for Mexico, and it was a sad day for us.
Wait.
Wait, your nephew was pitching and was the closer?
Yeah. So his dad.
Wait, this isn't a joke?
His dad and my brother, they own a landscaping company together. And
All right.
Is this like a? Are you making a racist joke?
this is a bit, Brett.
Man.
The Guapanators.
He definitely
Yep.
could have got you
I
with
just
that one though.
Guapanators.
You fell for the bit.
I fell for the bit badly. I was like going nuts, thinking, "Holy crap! We got to. That's incredible, you know." Of course.
We got the dogs here today, as you can tell.
Finally.
Scout is in the
Dogs on a
building.
Tuesday.
No, it's great. So we got Otani versus Trout tonight. Trout's on American team, and Otani's on Japan. So
Who's pitching for USA? You know?
who is that? I'm not sure.
All right.
I do not know.
It's going to be interesting.
Yeah.
There's been a lot of good stuff on television recently.
Mm-hmm.
Last week, over the last week, we got to see Purdue play some basketball. Right, Brent?
Some.
God
Not very
damn it.
much.
I stand by my Purdue pick. I'm not.
It's their year.
Yeah.
Honestly, March Madness has been absolutely insane. Have you guys been watching a lot of the games?
Oh, yeah. I mean, at least the first 3 days, and then I was so buried with all my picks and the brackets were destroyed that I think I took most of Sunday off. But I watched the Purdue game actually over at Mr. Hanks's residence.
Oh, how did that go?
So I got to see it. I got to see the pain. There wasn't that much pain. It was like you expected it in some weird, crazy, silly way.
It's probably because you had the spread and they were never like.
Oh, yeah.
It was like
you
a
were just dead
7-point
from the
game the
beginning.
whole
Yeah.
No, to add a little bit more clarity. So I'm married into a Purdue family, hence my loyalty now to the Boilermakers. They're all alone. My wife, her two sisters, both her parents, her grandparents on both sides, they all went to Purdue. So it's like generations of Purdue alum. They're so used to just getting beat in the tournament or if it's college football, they're used to heartbreak. So they just saw it coming. And it's I feel horrible for my kids because they've got Purdue basketball and then they've got my beloved Buffalo Bills who just blow it in the playoffs when they reach the playoffs. It's like every sport is just it's
heartbreak.
It's all heartbreak. The pain.
Brent, are your kids obligated to go to Purdue now? Do they keep the tradition going?
They're going. I mean,
they're all going?
I'm not paying for them, but
yeah, well, if they take after their mom, they'll probably get scholarships. So
they will. They will.
Brent's mother-in-law, it was halftime. It's like a 3-point game. And as he described, the whole family is just massive Purdue fans. And she just, at halftime, she was so pissed and so frustrated, she just bounced. She didn't say hi to anybody. She left the house. She left the house to go back to her place.
And I was like, Brent, why? Like, she just left. And the reason she left was she didn't want to be cursing at the screen in front of everybody.
We would have welcomed it.
Yeah, that's welcome.
I love it. So I've cursed at the screen many times at the Pirate games, and Steeler games. So I get it. I understand her pain.
I mean, it is pain.
I did go back and listen to last week's podcast just to hear what Brent said about Purdue. and when we were talking about the 116 game, he says something like, "You think Zach Edey is going to be losing at FDU?"
Well,
maybe.
Well, it happened, Jeff. Yeah.
But next year, right? You already sent me a text about next year's team.
There's only one good thing that might come out of this, and I'll leave it here because I know this is a poker podcast. No one gives a shit about Purdue basketball. The fact that Edey lost that game and he still has another year of eligibility, and the amount of fucking money that Purdue's going to throw at him, the nil money, I think he comes back. And he's not going to go to the NBA. He might get drafted in the second round this year. He's going to come back. Purdue doesn't lose a single player. They're adding more guards. They're coming back. Bet them now. They're going to win it all next year.
They're going to be the first team in NCAA history to be the 1 seed and lose twice, back-to-back years.
I mean, they did not look good. They don't look like a tough team. They're just not strong. Zach Edey he's pretty soft, man. And we got shown
FDU's
that.
biggest guy was who played was 6'6", 6'7".
They're the smallest team in all college college basketball.
Something like that.
Yeah.
6'2.5" is the average height of that entire team.
2.5? 2.5 feet?
6'2.5".
6'2.5".
NCAA Division I teams. They are bottom of the list, the smallest team in the country, playing the biggest team in the country.
And a team who needed the conference champion of that small, tiny conference to be ineligible for the postseason just to get in the tournament.
Yeah.
Just to get in. So they were the worst team in the tournament by a mile.
So size doesn't matter.
You would know better than me. I have no idea. Is Zach Edey on any draft radars? Is he going to the NBA or no?
He's projected to be maybe a second-round draft pick.
Yeah. Makes sense.
He's not quick on his feet. He can't shoot the ball. Doesn't have a jumper.
Yeah.
It sounds like he doesn't belong in the NBA at all.
No, he's just a really good college player. Just because he's
Great
bigger than
college player, but that's why I think he's going to come back. He's going to keep developing. He's going to be a beast next year, and they're going to do it all again. Next year's the year. And one last thing, okay, and I swear I'm done. When Virginia lost to the number 16 seed back in, I think it was 2014, 2015, whatever year that was, to UMBC for the first time ever, what did Virginia do the following year?
They won it all.
They
won the whole goddamn thing. They lost to a 16 seed. They came back and they won the whole goddamn thing.
Oh, yeah, they did win.
Who was on that team?
History repeats itself.
Like DeAndre Hunter, right?
I don't know.
Maybe.
That team?
I have no idea. I'm completely lost.
Ty
on
Jerome, maybe?
Well,
Hunter and Jerome.
Brent, for you, Liz, and her entire extended family, I'm rooting for you guys.
I'm not. I've heard for 2 years how Purdue's going to win it all. And last year they lost to a 15 seed in St. Peter's.
Did, yeah.
And this year it was a 16 seed.
Oh, God.
And then I get a text.
Years prior as a 14 and a 12.
And then I get a text 2 days ago from Brent, and he's like, I think Edie's coming back, and everybody's returning. We're going to win it all. I'm like, not again.
Not this again.
We're going to win it all next year.
Jeff, you're right, by the way. It's DeAndre Hunter, Ty Jerome, Mamadi Diakite, Braxton Key. That was 2019 Virginia.
I don't know any of them.
2019
DeAndre Hunter.
2019 Virginia.
They came back and they won it all. Next year, Hanks is calling it now. Purdue. Take it or leave it. I'm probably going to leave it.
I'm definitely going to leave
Get your
it.
bets in now.
Yeah.
Your futures.
It just doesn't feel good, man. But we're in the Sweet 16 now.
Yeah.
We got some interesting matchups coming up. USC, what time do they play?
That's good. Just a rough showing from the Trojans. Again, I have nothing to say. I have no excuses. I kind of want to be like Hanks and say, but next year we do have the Naismith Player of the Year, or not Naismith, whatever they call the National Player of the Year in high school, coming. We might have Bronny James in the future, but yeah, we were terrible. We can move on.
Bronny's coming to USC?
I think if he goes the college route instead of going like G League, Ignite, something like that, then I think USC is a possibility with, LeBron in LA. It's pretty easy for him to check out some of his son's games.
Yeah, I think it's either USC.
Over UCLA, you think he'd go to USC?
Maybe it's a flip between them. I genuinely just have no idea.
I think it's only one of those two teams, honestly, if he does.
I'll take Ohio State.
Ew.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe. Ooh,
don't you think LeBron
teams.
wants to go to all the games, though? Just be so much
you don't
easier.
Think LeBron will go to all the games?
You don't think he has a nice little jet that goes really
LeBron's
quick?
mom. I mean, yeah. Or you're talking about LeBron's son.
Well, I'm saying LeBron will want to go to Bronny's games, and the more that are in LA, the easiest it would be for him.
Fair. I thought you said the mom.
Oh.
So let's go down this little Sweet 16 that we have. Alabama's playing San Diego State University. I don't think this is even a conversation.
You like Bama?
I like Bama. They look fucking good, man. Like Brandon Miller, he's just a shooter, man. Just can't look past it.
Miller's got like a tiny injury issue, I believe. Brent, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but yeah, I mean they are a pretty dominant team. But I was wrong on just about every single thing I said last week, so
keep the trend going, Jeff. Who do you like?
Well, I like Alabama. I think Brent maybe likes the points, yeah?
I like Alabama to win, but man, this is a brutal matchup for Alabama. San Diego State's defense, they might be the best defensive team list in the entire tournament.
That might be true.
This could be a good game. Don't sleep on the Aztecs.
I'm
Being said, you can hammer Alabama.
Yeah. I'm really excited for the following game, though. Princeton-Creighton. That's going to be fun.
You're all over Princeton.
I love smart kids that hit free throws.
Well, that's most certainly
If you're ever going to
Princeton.
bet a team, you want to bet a team that has smart kids that hit free throws. And
play defense.
And Princeton's a smart kid that hit smart teams that hit free throws, so I'm all about them.
I like Creighton. I've liked Creighton. It's my only futures ticket, which is pathetic because we're in the Sweet 16. There's still 16 teams left, and I have
you
one
had
futures
Kennesaw
ticket.
State. So
Hey, they put up a good fight against Xavier. Just saying.
What's your future?
I got him at like 35-1
to win.
Yeah, to win it all. So they have a good path to Elite Eight.
When do you start hedging?
No offense to Princeton, not till the final, and probably not at all. I'm so buried during March Madness. Even a hedge would really hurt.
Yeah. I think that the wheel is gonna come through for us here because we.
What's the wheel
in our
got
only
going?
friends bracket have Creighton in Final Four.
Oh baby, that's pretty live.
That's where the wheel got Creighton.
It's nice.
In the Only Friends League, is anybody really crushing it?
Oh, we have an Only Friends League. I forgot about
We do have an Only Friends League. I think Guapo threw up the standings right there. So we're for the prizes. I don't know if we announced the prizes or not.
We have not.
So what it's going to be is the top three are going to get prizes. First place is going to get 3 free months to Solve for Why TV. Second place is going to get $100 to the Solve for Why merch store. And third place is going to get a nice, fresh, new, no gamble, no future hoodie.
Oh, there we go.
There we go.
Might tank for third.
Yeah. As you can see with the standings here, we got Malakabu is winning. Dylan in second. I mean, they're in second place, but their possible points is only 80. Their Final Four, I think they're not looking good.
No.
DF Boston, only 2 points behind the leader and has a possible 166. So they're right in it for the running. And then Matt, I don't think that's our Matt. Nope. That's Rockberry Jam.
There's no chance Matt Hunt put a damn fucking bracket in.
Well, I was thinking Berkey, but yeah. So they're the leaders there. There's a few others that have a chance.
Some good sweats. I see Bama, Houston, and UCLA as remaining champs out of those like top 5 to 7. That
Yep.
Good sweats.
All right. Well, I want to pick your brain a little bit, guys. We have a couple games left. Florida Atlantic versus Tennessee.
This is a big one.
This is a fun game. I like these like middle seeded games, like mid-major teams against the wannabe powerhouses that really aren't that good.
But Tennessee looked good against Duke. I mean, I was against Tennessee every step of the way, and they had a really disastrous stretch against the 13 seed Louisiana, but held strong in that one. And then, I mean, Hanks, as you would say, I think you would agree, they just crushed Duke in that second half.
Yeah, they ran them over. It's going to be an awesome game. Florida Atlantic has maybe the best perimeter guards remaining in the entire field. They've won 30-plus games this year. That's all they do is win, and they play with like attitude, man. Did you see how that last game against FDU finished, where that guy comes in for just the meaningless 360 dunk, which screwed everybody? Everybody that had the over. I mean, they're going to be a tough out for Tennessee.
Hold on. Timeout. That dunk put him the over?
Well, he missed it.
He missed the dunk. But everybody's thinking, oh, my God, he's just going to go up and lay it in, dunk it, and over tickets are punched. And he just goes for 360.
And missed it under holds.
Oh, my God.
It's kind of legendary, actually.
I mean, we've seen some sick shit when it comes to spreads this week. What was the three-pointer?
TCU.
Oh my God,
dude! I was in the Aria Sportsbook.
Oh wow!
When that happened, right? And
is that the one that I sent you, Connie? Didn't I send you one?
Basically, it was like 3 seconds left. The ball is
Yeah,
rolled
he rolls
midcourt.
it, and it's just like
0.7 seconds
no,
left.
0.7 seconds. It's just rolling across the half court, and it just picks it up and just nails it.
It's so sick.
They were down. They were down by 7, and the spread was 4.5.
Yep.
Yeah, and he just drills
6,
it.
yeah.
Right. Yeah, it was wild, and there were some very, very happy faces and
Yeah,
some
of
very,
course.
very not
That's
so happy
insane.
faces, and people were going nuts. People were like high fiving, just jumping up and down, and everyone else was just like hand in their head in
I
their hand. They
couldn't
couldn't believe
imagine
it.
being on the other side of that.
Oh, so
like,
brutal.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah. Yeah.
My
I was sitting next
God.
to right to these two guys. They had their money. They were counting their money.
Yeah,
right.
of
They were just
course.
like counting their money. They thought they had it, but nope, they did
They
not.
just looked at each other
They
like,
never
oh
had
my
their
God.
card.
Oh my God, he just hit this shot. What the fuck is going on? Man, sports gambling is so sick.
Avery
Especially
Johnson's-
basketball.
Yeah.
I feel
Yeah,
like
basketball
basketball is the worst because that shit happens all the time. And
That's true.
When it's like in football, like sometimes there's some crazy shit right at the end. There's a fumble and like a score, but like it's not. It usually doesn't come down to like the last second like it does in basketball.
It's so
all the
true.
time.
Avery
So
Johnson was
brutal.
on the call, the former player, former coach. And he did say something at the end like, somebody's going to be very upset with that 3, but I'm not going to touch that. I'm not going to go there.
Brett,
but I
let me-
do like how the commentators at least
They're
try to
aware
acknowledge
and-
it.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Brent, let me ask you a question. Do you think these players know about the spreads and like over-unders in these situations?
Okay, what? Yes. And here's why. Is an example, that TCU one, when he shoots that and he makes the 3, maybe it was just a normal reaction, but he puts his arms up like this and walks off. Like, did he know that he just covered? Was he just saying like, oh, I finally made one? That sort of thing. But I mean, I do think these guys are aware of the lines before the games are tipped. I mean, what are they? They staying off their phones? They're not looking to see if they're an underdog or not? I mean,
Right.
come on.
Yeah.
And it's like you want like you really want to make that, like, you know, you can't win, but you want to make that last shot for all the people that supported you and bet on you, right? You want to make them happy. So there's a little incentive. I mean, I know you're playing to win. You don't. That's a very secondary thing, but I think there's a little incentive to try to
Go
cover.
back and watch that. If you didn't catch it, the guy's arms just go up right in the air.
He's like, I got you guys. I got you.
Man,
I'm gonna go Owls. I like Owls.
You're going Owls?
I'm going Owls. My
That's
brother
'cause
goes to FAU.
That's because you're a Florida man.
Florida man. Brother goes to FAU. Fellow Florida man. He graduates this year. So Owls in the Elite 8 would be pretty sick.
Which brother?
Owls in the 8. Owls in the 8.
Owls in the 8. It's gonna be great.
Don't be late. Get to the gate.
I think our good friend Matty Waxy went to FAU as
Matty
well.
Waxy is
Oh,
also
yeah.
I
a
think he's-
fellow owlet.
Owlet?
Yeah,
Oh,
owlet.
he's not going to be very happy with you about that.
No, because I remember when I was at Florida State, when Florida State made a run in the March Madness, went to Elite 8 and then lost to Michigan in Elite 8. But that was definitely, like, atmosphere-wise, pretty hype, you know?
Yeah, for sure.
Kind of like it's kind of like the only time anyone ever really cares about college basketball is like now.
Oh, Guapo found the look. That was a deep 3 too.
Where's, oh,
Right there. Did you see it
Almost
at
a
the
half
end?
court
that was
shot.
a
hold
deep
on. You got to
3,
see his hands.
Yeah.
He's just bucket.
Does a little
Yes!
fist. Yeah.
He fucked so many people.
Great call. Yeah.
He fucked so many people and then said yes. Oh, man, that's so wrong. So who do you got here, Brent? What's the spread? Do you know?
Like 5.
FAU and Tennessee?
FAU game? I like FAU. Yeah.
+5?
Give me the points +5 FAU.
Seems
How do you
good.
not cheer for them? I'm against you on that Creighton game, though. I think that's the one blowout out of all the Sweet 16. Then Creighton just rolls.
Oh, man. Creighton does have some smart kids that hit free throws, too.
They're good, man. They were supposed to be good all year long. Greg McDermott, amazing coach, and Creighton is filthy. They were going to be a top 5 team. Everyone thought they were top 5 the entire way through. They just kept having these weird losses, and now they're finally showing up.
They are -10.
Oh, they're
against
-10.
Princeton. Yeah.
Ooh.
It's kind of a sneak, huh? Like Creighton was supposed to be so good, and they just come in as like a 6 seed.
Yeah,
And
it
it's
sucks
like,
for everybody else in that
ooh.
region. Yeah.
It's like ooh.
And they'll be the best 6 seed to have ever played in the tournament. Then again, Michigan State being a 7 seed is also ridiculous.
I agree.
They're phenomenal. The only team remaining in the Big Ten.
Brent, you're saying I should put my money on Creighton -10? Is that what you're saying?
No.
Not financial advice?
No. Listen.
No bracket
Smart
picks have been
kids hit
financial
free
advice.
throws, okay? Plus 10 points is a lot of points. When smart kids hit free throws, they cover that gap.
But Brent says it's going to be a blowout.
But
Brent also picked Purdue.
I had Purdue, for what it's worth, I did 3 brackets, 2 true ones. I had Purdue and UCLA winning it all. And then another small one, I had Alabama.
Ooh, I love
UCLA,
Alabama.
obviously, that's my dog right now.
Mm-hmm.
Before we get to the next game, what the fuck happened to Indiana? That kid is so good.
Trace
Jackson?
Yeah,
Yes.
Trace Jackson
My
does.
God.
Yeah,
He
it's
might
just
be-
the rest of the team is not fantastic.
No, but he is so good, man. It was kind of upsetting watching them lose the other day.
The thing is that their whole team is really good. I mean, Hood Schifino, Race Thompson, who is one of the best big men in the entire Big Ten, they didn't play any defense whatsoever. It was like watching a second week NBA game. They would just go up and down the floor, try and score buckets, did not play D. They didn't rebound the ball, and they just got outworked and outmuscled.
Yeah.
It was an embarrassing loss for Indiana.
Very disrespectful to the NBA.
Yeah.
One Big Ten team is left in the tournament in the Sweet 16,
Man.
and that's the aforementioned Michigan State. That is not a terrific showing.
Penn State
Same with
almost
the
got
SEC.
there.
SEC also sent 8 teams. They have 1 left.
Yeah.
Alabama.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's pretty wild. What is the spread for the Michigan State-Kansas State game?
2. Michigan State's favored by 2. It opened as Kansas State as a slight favorite, I think.
Yeah.
A lot of money came in on Michigan State. You can see why. I agree with Brent. They should not have been a 7 seed. USC gets screwed again. Not about us, but in that 7-10 matchup, if we could have had any other 7 seed, we'd probably be in the Sweet 16.
You must have not watched all your team's games this year.
You're right. I watched starting with the Pac-12 tournament, which was terrible, and then got one tournament game also, and that was terrible. And see you guys next March.
A good fan.
Yeah, very bandwagon fan.
So I see that we're on Michigan State on this side.
Yeah, I think so. Right?
I'm on Sparty. Yeah, I think they're great.
All right.
It's Tom Izzo, man. I mean, you got to look at these coaches that are left too that have been.
He just
there
gets it
before.
done, you know. He really gets it done every year. It
All
seems
right,
like.
the wheel.
There's so much to be said for the situations, the players, and the amount of stress. Think about that Purdue game. Rewind it again. I told you I wouldn't talk about them, but I am once more.
Oh, boy.
All
We didn't
those
believe
kids, a bunch of freshman guards, and then you've got Matt Painter, who might be the biggest bust in the history of the NCAA tournament, as far as I'm concerned. And what are you thinking when there's 2 minutes left on the clock and you're down 3 points, 4 points to the 16 seed? There is no way you're keeping your composure in that moment. Fast forward to now Michigan State, what Tom Izzo is going to do, the preparation, the psychological preparation that he's going to have his guys ready for, that there's a difference maker right there in Tom Izzo, a guy like Painter just simply doesn't have.
Yeah, and Izzo's been doing it for years and
Yeah.
years and years, right?
Yeah.
Actually, if you had 30 seconds to talk to Purdue's head coach about the last 9 minutes of the game, what would you say to him?
What were you doing the first 40 minutes of the game? Well, obviously, I mean, what are you doing? Even if you can't get the ball to Edey, that's fine. Let him rest. You have the most athletic players on the court still with size. Let the guards do their thing. Drive. Get to the middle. You're playing against a tiny little team.
All these midgets. Oh, man.
Yep.
All right, next up. Number 1 seed Houston playing the number 5 Miami. This game seems kind of fun. I mean, Houston, Sasser was supposed to be hurt, I think, or something along those lines. He's not. I can tell you this now.
Watch them versus Auburn. You've cleared them.
Oh, yeah. We're going to clear that, man. He played pretty good. Yeah, I'm taking Houston, man.
I mean, Miami's. I feel like if anybody's going to beat Houston, it's Miami because that backcourt is just crazy and they just launch
really
a bunch
good.
of threes.
Yeah.
And if they're super hot, then they can just beat Houston. Sounds very simplistic to be like, oh, if a team makes a lot of threes, then they're going to win. But like Miami especially, I don't know. Hanks, what do you think?
All right, man. Sasser's not injured. That's clear. Although it's a groin injury, it can come back at any moment. what I've seen from Houston so far, I did not expect to see. I did not believe that they were a 1 seed, a true 1 seed playing in a weaker conference. They're freaking awesome, man.
Yeah.
Who's the
awesome team.
Yeah.
Who's the guy that stepped up the last game? What's his name?
Murray?
Yeah.
Big guy.
My God, he played amazing.
Dude, that's another thing. They're huge.
Dude, he just drove to the rim every single time and just found either like the free throw jumper or a nice little layup. It was actually pretty impressive.
And I think Walker, one of Houston's big guys, is the more highly projected pick in the NBA versus Sasser. I think Sasser's thought of as like a second round pick, and Walker's like kind of fringe lottery, top 15-ish in the draft.
Houston is a 7-point favorite.
Yeah, that's sick.
Over Miami, who we just saw, dismantle Indiana with Wong and their guard play. And Miami's very good. Houston to be a 7-point favorite. I mean, that's comparable to Creighton over Princeton.
Right.
I mean, that's crazy. That shows you how good Houston is.
Yeah.
Good point by Salticod in the chat. It says Miami has the worst defense of every team remaining, also the worst team on KenPom, one of those advanced analytics sites. So keep that in mind. Houston -7.
Landon, are you a Hurricanes fan or
No,
Florida State?
Well, when I was younger, I kind of wanted to go to UF, and then I got into UF through an online kind of situation. Like the first 2 years, you take online classes and you go to campus. But then I got into Florida State straight, so I went to Florida State. But always kind of liked UF growing up.
Because you're closer to Miami though, right?
Yeah, I'm like 40 minutes from Miami. But
is it like in Florida? Is it like kind of like it's mixed between all the?
I think it's just
three
mixed
schools, really, the 3 big ones.
Yeah, it's just like where your family sort of went or what you kind of like as a kid. And when I was younger, UF was really, really good at football. So liking UF was just kind of easier because Miami was kind of down a little bad.
Tebow years.
Yeah, Tebow years, like Chris Leak, Tebow. And then my brother has always been a Hurricanes fan, but he at FAU, but he always was more of a fan of the Hurricanes. Probably just for whatever reason. There's never any good reasons, right? You just like a team.
Right.
Miami FSU is a pretty fierce rivalry.
Yeah, Miami, Florida State, they're both ACC, I think. Yeah, so like that's always a thing. And then always the Florida State UF.
Yeah,
just
game at the end of the
even
year
though it's
well,
SEC.
like I'm a Penn State fan because my dad was a Penn State fan. Right.
Yeah,
like if you like Pitt, then I'd probably like Pitt.
Right. It's like dude, I don't have a good reason for being a fan of a college team. I'm 8 and I like football and they're good. Like.
Man, growing up in the Northeast, it really sucks. Like, I grew up on Long Island, and there's just no teams to root for. So, like, now, like, I just never got into...
you get to choose whoever you like.
Of course, I was a fucking Kentucky fan somehow, some way. But,
I always root for Kentucky in basketball. Because Penn State always was bad. So, like, I was like, I need a team, a basketball team to root for. And for some reason, I just started rooting for Kentucky.
Same.
Because they're fucking good.
Yeah, probably
they were good back when...
Yeah,
they
it was like I had my choice between Duke, North Carolina, Kentucky.
Wow, so super really
Kansas.
good team, super really good team.
Well, yeah,
super really good team.
If you get your choice, why would you not choose a really good team?
Right.
You just want to, pick which one you want to fight.
Right.
I don't know why I picked Kentucky, but Kentucky was my team for when it came down to it.
Yeah.
I don't like them anymore. I don't know why.
Purdue needs some fans if you want a bandwagon to jump on.
That's not a bandwagon. That's like jumping on the back of a fucking train.
Like the back of a burning bus.
Yeah, there you go. That's a better one. Thank you. All right, we got 3 more games left. Pretty close matchups in my opinion. Next one is Xavier and Texas.
Texas is like a 4.5 point favorite. Texas has looked really, really good. I like Texas. I like Texas.
They are. It started at 3.5, went to 4.5, and now back at 3.5.
Oh, interesting.
So I am also going Texas. They look pretty good. Xavier hasn't looked great or anything. They're just finding W's, I think.
They've had a relatively easy path.
Yeah.
I mean, they played Kennesaw State. Who remember Kennesaw State? Hanks, 1,000-1. A lot of value in that ticket. They just kind of got.
Xavier barely got by Kennesaw State. They beat them by 5, and then I think they beat Pitt pretty soundly.
They were beating Pitt for a while, and then Pitt kind of made it close,
Towards
and then
they closed them out. This is their first true test. I'm with you though. I like Texas.
I like Texas as well.
Texas is a very, very good team.
We have Texas. We need Texas.
Texas barely got by Penn State.
Well, Penn State is fucking good.
They are.
That kid is good. I don't. What's his name?
Pickett.
Yeah, is it Pickett?
Yeah.
Why is everybody Pickett over
Why are
there?
there so many Pickets?
What's wrong with what's wrong with the Midwest? My God, why is everybody Pickett? Anyway, that kid's really good.
Pickens.
He's really fucking good, and I was actually sad to see them lose that game.
Yeah, no, I know. They hung in there the whole time. Thought they might pull it out, but you know,
they were pretty consensus on Texas around here.
Longhorns are tough. They're really tough. So
This game's going to be fucking because
it seems like it should be.
No, this next one.
Oh, these
two teams have, they're 4 and 8 seed, but they are playing fucking good, and that's Arkansas and UConn. I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't even know who I like here.
We talk about coaches though that are going to be. I'm more interested in watching Dan Hurley and Eric Musselman on the sidelines than I am even the game. These are two of the most intense coaches that you'll see in the entire league. They're incredible. You saw Musselman right after they won their last game. What he did?
What did he do?
He got the shirt off.
He jumped up on the. He ripped his shirt off. Just ripped
That's
his shirt off to
amazing.
celebrate with his team, which apparently he has done all throughout his career. I never saw it when he was a coach at Nevada.
Oh, that was the Arkansas coach?
Yeah.
I thought that was somebody in the fucking stand.
That was the coach of Arkansas. Yeah.
I love them. Woo, Sue Piggy. Let's go.
Woo Pig Suey.
Yeah.
Yo, relax over there, okay?
Woo Pig Suey.
Woo, Sue Piggy.
And if you're an NBA fan and watching games and like who's going to go pro, I think Nick Smith and Anthony Black from Arkansas are two projected like top 5, top 10 picks. So there's a ton of talent on the floor for
How
that
are they
game.
a number? Oh, they must have been injured all year. They have been, right?
Maybe. Yeah, I think one of them was.
Yeah, because they should not be an 8 seed. They knocked off Kansas last game. That was interesting. That was a fun game.
The UConn being a 4 too. I mean, they were top 3 in the nation at one point. They're absolutely loaded. They beat. There he is. There's Musselman. St. Mary's.
That's so
They
amazing.
absolutely destroyed Mount St. Mary's. I mean, it was barely a ball game. St. Mary's is a very good basketball team. And UConn just dismantled them inside and out. That's what makes them so deadly is when they're hot, they can shoot the 3 ball better than anyone else in the country. And they're loaded inside with a ton of big men, a ton of talent. I think it's a Sunuko. I forget. I always say this guy's name wrong. Sonogo. Guys, and he's huge. If you haven't watched him play, you're in for a treat.
Nice.
Sweet. All right, so
I like
who are you going with there? That's the question.
I'm going UConn.
What's the spread?
3.5. UConn minus 3.5.
Was it 4?
3.5 or 4, depending on where you look.
3.5. UConn 3.5. I like UConn.
All right.
I
Hanksy
like
is
Arkansas.
I like, Woo,
that.
Sue Piggy.
Well, you two should just bet each other then. Save the juice.
Yeah,
Save the juice.
we'd find a way to both lose.
There's some real March Madness sadness going on over here.
Oh, yeah, we're just both devastated.
Yeah, but you're back now, Jeff. I know you took a hiatus for a couple days.
Well,
Now
yeah, I
you're back.
quit for a couple days. I'll be back on Thursday.
Of course.
All right, well, last game. Gonzaga, UCLA.
Hanks' UCLA Bruins. Those are your boys, right? Your saving
I mean,
grace.
is there a better game in all of college in the entire tournament than what we're going to see in Las Vegas?
Man.
Oh, and that's the Vegas
45
game,
and
yeah.
9.
Oh, wait, are they both? Wait, hold on. Arkansas, Connecticut's Vegas too?
Sweet 16's in Las Vegas, man.
Yeah,
Not all of
that's
it,
the
some of
West.
it,
That's the
yeah.
West region.
The West
Arkansas,
region. The West
UConn,
region.
Gonzaga,
Oh, yeah.
UCLA.
Let's
Vegas.
go. That's dope. All right, sweet. Well,
Yeah. Two teams, 30-plus wins. UCLA obviously going to have a great home court advantage, I think, although Gonzaga travels well. This Drew Timme, his final year, going out with a banger at Gonzaga. This is going to be an all-time classic college basketball.
I really like UCLA's guards, man. Tiger, what is it?
Tiger Campbell.
Tiger Campbell and what's the other one?
Amari Bailey. That's the kid
yeah.
I was telling you that's the second coming of Russell Westbrook, but maybe better. It's all said and done.
Because he can shoot.
He can shoot. Yeah, he's a great shooter.
Westbrook
Got a
can't
good head
shoot
on
for
his
his
shoulders,
life.
too. He's been an idiot.
Yeah.
I mean, who do you like there? What's the spread?
I like UCLA. It's UCLA minus 2.
Okay.
Yeah, I like UCLA.
Painful.
What's like his name? Jock Jr.?
Jaquez.
Jaquez
Yeah.
Jr.?
Yeah, he's the player. He's the
He's
player
their leading
of,
scorer.
He's
He
the
moves-
Pac-12 player of the year.
He moves so well, man. Like he moves so well and like driving the ball and just like he has very good form.
He'll be an NBA guy, like late first, early second round pick, like a great 6-man perhaps
I
in the
could see
future.
that.
Yeah.
Definitely, he plays pretty good. I'm excited for these games. I'm gonna go.
You know
use
what I like in this game
LA.
a lot too? The total 145. I mean, how do you not smash the over on that? These guys are going to be up and down the floor nonstop pace.
Smash it.
Smash that like button like he's gonna smash you over.
That's right.
You heard the man. Smash that like button. Subscribe. Send us some love. We're out here giving you.
Gonzaga averages 80, 90 points a game. 90 points a game. I mean, what are we
90
doing?
points a game?
Play average 75.
All right.
I like it.
That's the pick. Maybe that's the pick of the weekend.
I'm
huh?
sure the
That's what it
sports books
sounds
don't
like.
know
That's
what
the
the
most
team's
confident
average.
pick we've ever
Hanksy is greater than the book,
Sharps
Jeff.
have no idea. I'm sure we're just in.
We got him.
Guapo,
Yes, sir.
you have any UFC for us this weekend?
Ooh, no UFC.
I've been in the UFC recently, and like,
Did you watch Saturday?
yes,
Yeah.
I did.
Fun day.
Gathy fucked this
Gaethje.
guy,
Gaethje.
Gaethje, whatever. Fucked this guy up.
Really did.
Yeah.
He was a dog too. He's like
Yeah,
2
it
to
was
1
like
odds.
Guapo hit
plus
me up.
2.5 or something. Yeah.
Guapo's like, listen, man, I really like
Gaethje.
Justin at
Justin.
2 to 1.
Oh, did you? You have that, Guapo?
Yeah.
That's
hammered
sharp.
it.
I was like, okay. I watched the first round. He just gets his ass beat.
Damn
I'm
it,
like, Guapo,
Yeah.
what the fuck is wrong with you, bro? And then he just comes out
Just let
firing.
him cook, dude.
I was pretty excited.
That was a great fight. That was a blast to watch.
Being
So, if I may, there's no nothing that I like for UFC, but I do like 2 boxing matches. If you parlay Benavidez this weekend with Tank Davis versus Garcia, I think it's like minus 150.
when's that fight?
Hammer this really, 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 really hard. Minus 150 if you parlay the Tank Davis and Benavidez this weekend.
Wow.
You're voting against a poker
You
player.
heard it here first.
Benavidez.
You know Garcia is a poker player, right?
He's not very good.
How do you know that?
Yeah, he looks like he has
Why
a
do you
mean
think all
left
these
hook,
poker
man.
players are so bad?
I watched him play on HCO.
Yeah, I'd be scared to get hit by that kid.
Who, Ryan?
Yeah.
Yeah, his left
But
hook is
the
pretty
Davis
nasty.
Garcia fight is next month, right?
Yeah,
but you're saying
correct.
go ahead and get this parlay on the
yeah.
okay, because one of the fights, the Benavidez fight is this weekend.
Correct.
Gotcha.
He's fighting
Okay.
Caleb
Plant,
Plant,
yeah.
who's very good, but Benavidez is probably going to knock him out.
He's minus 145, right?
I'd have to check, but it's
I
something
think-
Probably
like
not
that.
if the parlay's minus 150, then he's
No,
probably
or-
a bigger
No,
favorite.
No,
Tank
no.
Davis is like 3.5 to 1 favorite, and then Benavidez this weekend I think is like 2 or 2.5 to 1.
Shout out to Jai Roberts hitting us with the congrats on 50K, boys.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, also, shout out to Blue Chip, who has just deemed us all idiots. Probably me, because I think I said it. The SEC has 3 teams left. You got Alabama, Tennessee, and Arkansas. So SEC is just they're rolling.
Hanks was
It's
trying
the
to
Big
put him
Ten
in the
that
Purdue
sucks.
category.
Shout out
Yeah.
for Blue Chip for
Just the
calling
Big
us out on
Ten.
our bullshit. I mean, what division wins it? Who do we see? Does the SEC win? I think somebody in the SEC wins.
I mean, that's who you would just have to pick,
Bama!
like odds-wise. Yeah.
I just love Bama, man. They've been playing good. I don't know. I'm going with Roll Tide.
Roll damn Tide.
Creighton or UCLA, baby. I'm going contrarian.
All right.
That'd be cool.
That'd be cool. I want Princeton to win, honestly. If we're really
gonna be
getting
hard.
into it, I really want Princeton to win. They're smart kids.
guys, smart
they
kids
hit their
that can
free
hit free throws.
throws.
That's
Their
right.
parents told them if you want any shot in this world to play basketball, you have to shoot your free throws. You have to hit 3-pointers. So, what did they do?
Yep.
They went out and practiced
Yep.
like smart kids that they are. Princeton plus 10.
Get it.
Get it. Let's go.
Imagine if that's how sports actually worked, where it was based off of spread, like the bracket was based off of spread instead of just like straight points.
And if you cover, you move on.
Yeah,
Sweet.
if you cover, you win.
I
So
wouldn't be surprised if they're. Oh, no, you can't do that.
I
That wouldn't
think
be
they
bad.
do bracket challenges like that, where it's just based off the spread.
right.
Oh, that's
That would be cool,
You
yeah.
get points if you just
Right.
get
Oh, because you would just get
Yeah,
points
and then
for
you
it.
just move on to the next match, whoever,
Yeah,
no matter
yeah.
who wins, and your
Right,
points are tallied
yeah.
on the side.
I like that.
All right. Well, is there anything else that we want to chat about today, boys? Anybody have anything on their mind? Anything going on? What are we doing today?
I mean,
You guys coming with me to the 400 at the niche?
I can't. I got the parents
Got the
coming into
parents
town.
in
I'm
town.
gonna have to get back in those WSOP cash streets. You know.
Yeah.
Yep. Landon's gonna win another tournament.
I'm probably gonna go to bed. I'm
Landon's
tired.
going to bed.
There's a 1K.
Go to
on
the gym.
WSOP. You're not going to bed.
He'll be in there.
He'll be in
the
there.
streets.
It's like it's Tuesday,
Yep.
man. Stop lying to the people.
Right.
You don't get on the Only Friends podcast to lie to the people. You'll be in that 1K swinging it.
Guap, you in the WSOP streets today?
I will be playing cash.
I will see you there.
No, you go to the win, Guapo.
Go to the win.
All right, I'm going to the win.
Yeah.
the win.
Then tell the IRS you
Guapo
lost
lost-
30,000 at the win yesterday too.
I haven't figured out what I'm doing just yet.
That's for next year.
Taxes, man.
He already lost 50,000 last year at the win.
No, I thought it was 120.
Oh, that's what it was.
Yeah, it was a bad year for Guapo at the win last year, man. That's why he's here with us, working for Tortillas. Don't say that too loud. Pralad might be listening. Anyway, Hanks, thanks for joining us from your man cave.
Thank you for zooming me in. Next week, I promise I'll be there in person. Although, are we working tournaments next week?
Yeah,
Jeff?
I was gonna say we have U.S. Poker Open next week.
Wow.
That might.
Maybe we'll have to do it live from the studio.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Now we're talking.
This is we're talking here.
That would be cool.
No. All right, well, let's get our thinking caps on. We'll figure it out for next week.
All right, sounds good. Sounds good. Good luck to Matt Berkey out there at the Bellagio. Don't you forget, if you see him, go, tap him on the shoulder.
Yep.
Say hello. Let him know that you're a fan of the Only Friends podcast.
That's right.
Tell him the Tortuga bit is the best bit there is on this podcast. And, you wouldn't watch the show without it. But till tomorrow, we're out.
Peace.
See you later, everybody.
All right, thank you, guys. Good luck today, Jeff. Good luck, everybody else playing. I'm going to go start my truck. Goodbye.